Blasphemy!
Hello everyone, welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. So, right now, I'm gonna get on my sword, and I guess we're gonna talk to Stoll, because we have, well, one day until the Sanctus say their nonsense.
Well,
So let's get on with that. He's around here somewhere. Where's this dude? There he is.
Yeah.
Ah, it's you. Staying put like this puts the day of calamity in mind for me. I have an interesting rumor out of Grand Trad. I thought I might walk the streets to see what comes of it. If you're not too burdened, would you care to join me? Sure, why not?
All right.
Then let's be off. I've heard tell that there are some drifters who occasionally show up on this road here. I can't help but wonder if maybe they're the people I've been looking for. Okay, who are you looking for, dude? Grand Trad is so full of novelty. Novelty? Novelty. Good God. I still can't get used to all the clamor though. Clamor, what a word. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There was still the bustle of friendship and commerce, but
That's...
Young Master Leon? It couldn't be.
Huh?
I know that voice.
Rangith!
Rangif, is that truly you? You made it out safely?
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness, look how you've grown. How do you know each other?
Truth is...
He served House Halietus when our houses still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Rangif, this is my guru. He's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
However...
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your frame, old friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others?
That's...
After the human attack, the survivors fled to the capital. No one can make a living among the ruins in Halia, much less restore it. I wonder if we're going to be able to see Halia. I kind of hope we do. It would be cool to explore it. Most arrived here with only the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. No. Then let me help. Let me help you find housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is in my name alone. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason then that I have to help somehow. Well, we can't take him. We're on a we're on a questionable mission. We can't take him. Build some houses. We don't have money. Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Who holds authority over the area you're staying in right now? An Ishka Marquis, Lord Hydrin.
I see.
A Marquis, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydrin a visit. Let me do something here real quick. I'm just curious about something. I want to keep that for a note later. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all of Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please. Our rose should not be yours to shoulder. I already bear the weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in a panic, and I could have escaped. And I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift actions. So let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but...
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears with Lord Hydron. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he has brushed me off before as backward refuse. All the more reason I should speak with him myself if that's how he sees you. We can say let's go set him straight or let's go talk to him. Why is this character so combative? Is it this is what makes me I kind of wish there was a way to see the Japanese text alongside the English text, because at this point I really don't have a lot of trust with the way this is going. There's several times already with choices where I pick something and I'm like, okay, this seems like a mild choice, and then they make it the worst thing possible. And then there are other times where it's like, oh, well, that doesn't seem so bad, and it's actually really freaking bad. And, you know, because of the people that are dealing with this stuff, I don't know what the hell they're thinking. So it makes it really difficult to figure out what I would like to say, because it's like, you know, I feel like I'm in the middle here. It's like, well, we need to talk to him, or we need to fucking, you know, make him up. We need to, right? I have no reason to think ill of this person right now, so let's go talk to him. Although every single character we have encountered so far has been really freaking annoying and an asshole. Huh? What? You're coming too? Moving forward, we'll be in no shortage of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add my personal woes to that. That's what friends do! That's what friends do!
It'll be fine.
I couldn't do my Joey. That's what friends do, Yug. There we go. Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I can feel Stroll's deep trust in me.
I feel more courageous when I'm
now I'm gonna actually read these. Warrior Enlightenment. Reduces Macros Warrior. When Stroll attacks a human-type monster, critical rate hit attacks. Ooh. You can do more crits now. You have my thanks as well, Sir Makiro. I have no doubt the young master is in capable hands. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't say no shit about me being an elder. Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on ceremony.
Let's head back.
I would have us meet Lord Hydron without delay, but the sun is going down. Let us return for now and meet with him another day. Okay, and we got a lot of mag for that one. Back to the Hush Honey Bee. Alright, so we did that, so I'm gonna save. And now we need to do something else. Stop boring waiting around. Why don't we find something to do?
Really?
I have no requests. You have to find the gunner archetype. We don't have a way to do that. Save the prince from the curse is death. We have no deadline for this. Alright, so what should we do next? Let's look at our royal virtues. Let's build up some stuff. Where are we close to leveling up? We have courage. I don't see an easy way of leveling up courage right now. Tolerance is very close. Let's see if we can find someone who can level up our tolerance.
It's time.
The announcement's tomorrow, huh?
Say there.
Let's see, what do people do here? Yeah, a lot of people just... I think he said he has no more to tell.
So, we meet again.
Hello there, we meet again. Are you still interested in the story? If so, I'd be delighted to tell you about it. Realize how your problems is probably improved. Yeah, we'll talk to him. Hopefully our tolerance would actually improve. We talked about many things. I feel like my tolerance has increased in my agriculture. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, we made it!
Tolerance.
Tolerance. This is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up the mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Phew. Alright, here we go.
It would seem that disaster was averted.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder
we
what
go.
he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Santifix Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty.
And so,
Really?
as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Yeah,
Me?
no.
In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's
Hey,
review
maybe that's
what we know,
actually
shall
what
we?
you need.
First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
I mean, you saw
Not
that
quite,
he got
friend.
assassinated.
Not
He
quite.
got trans.
A valid
Come on,
concern,
man.
but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table. Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic. Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she
Yes,
isn't
I
there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
All right. We'll look for her. We'll look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, We might find some clues.
Hang on a second here.
Where?
You're kidding.
Alright, let's do the save here.
Whatever.
Maria? Oh, you mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where was she headed? The stairs north of Sunshade Road, you know, by the general store? Didn't look like running an errand though. The general store, we might find someone else who saw her there.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
What's it all got to do with us anyway?
This is all right.
Hey, mister!
I bet the next king's gonna punish the bad tribes. You better run away, Elda. They're gonna kill you. I wanna kill you. How about that? Stupid ass kid. If you ask me, what Moria means most is agility and luck. First, agility, not only to beat your enemy to the punch, but for also for escaping when you need to, and luck, to put it bluntly, that's all that matters in the end. Cowards who lack courage, they don't go out honorably, I'll tell you that. Even getting paid well is a matter of luck, isn't it? Just a theory of mine, but feel free to take it to heart. Well, that's a weird tip to include. I'm trying to talk this over. Okay, broker.
Hey, listen. How to handle this? Sorry, but...
Hello.
Hey!
Say, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, yes, then I did see her. She was murdering Papa, looking all sad. I saw her go through a back alley. Oh boy.
You sound like a dad.
Unstinking believable.
Just can't believe it.
Mom has to come back. Dad said she went somewhere far away. I asked who was going to cook dinner, and Dad started crying. Oh boy.
That's enough now.
Ridiculous. Oh, I'm in it now.
Are you having a laugh?
This is all right.
Now, how did I wind up here? Hello there.
Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes look, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Oh boy.
Huh? Why?
Everyone's worried about you.
Everyone was worried about you.
Sorry. Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end.
Maybe.
Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria, yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe. Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions.
Modeled his thing after this whole stuff.
Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but It sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us. Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview.
Oh,
We're the
Lord, have
majority,
mercy on my soul.
and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides.
Okay.
That
Calm
privilege
yourself down,
can
man.
make us
Calm down, Stroll.
insensitive.
Calm down.
A
You're
problem
being
with
an
no
idiot right
easy
now.
solution. I fear lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little.
I don't think it helped you in the right
Thank you.
way.
I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Yeah, I really think that set of dialogue might have been changed.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom. And we call it the Tournament for the Throne! Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch? Or in it to win?
So that's the gambit. They're gonna make these dumbass
Stroll?
contests.
Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it will be easy, and the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now.
I mean,
An
it's the
interesting
king's
gamble
magic.
for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
I become the king. We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an elder, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. Yeah. Every choice is into the thing, but it sounds so much better to say we make Luis come to us. But I'm a selfish lot. I want to be the king. Screw that Prince Dude. No, I'm kidding. This is the most badass way to say it.
We'll make Luis come to us.
How would we accomplish that? We're but strangers to him, and he gains nothing from it.
Fine, fine, fine. What's the point of giving me these choices if I can't say it the way I want to say it?
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second.
Or I
Getting
could
Luis's
just become the
attention
king,
is
and
all
when we
well
break
and
the prince's
But
curse,
remember,
we could just
who's actually risking their life here?
abolish the crown to him. Infiltrating Luis's ranks would be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
I inherited Grace's journal.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
He might try a race
Well,
restriction.
I'd not have thought
Call it.
But you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well,
The novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
Shut the fuck up,
And,
Calico.
obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
I killed a human there, dumbass.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
We took out a dragon, and we took out that Manjula, we took
Some
out a
postings over there.
Gopteros.
They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You not here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
Whoa. Do you have any idea who that is?
Don't care, didn't
an
ask.
elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck-up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
Yes,
right about the
everyone's
rules,
an ego trip.
What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Actually, if we think about this, right? They said he's a kidnapper, right? So chances are he still has the victims that he kidnapped. So if we take this guy, stop him, and have managed to get survivors from the thing, we're going to get instantly people who are going to be like, oh my god, he saved our baby, he saved our baby, you know, and they'll in turn go and do more and more and more and more.
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminal's evil deeds.
We've got more important things to worry about.
Don't worry, I'll
Of course, the
explain
choice
everything
that I want
As
to
long
pick
as you can
isn't
convince
there,
Hulkenberg, I
so
guess.
whatever.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
See, I'm calling it, man.
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford
See what I mean?
lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off some
See?
If
Exactly
our
what I
city
said!
becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
Oh, I can
We've
one-shot
no idea how he
those. Let's
manages to
go.
operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
We would never laugh at such a plight.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure, thank you all. And thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle type. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides,
King's gotta think outside the box.
This is apparently a knight-turned kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
Probably keep it happening.
Fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Oi, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me. Are you actually thinking of participating in Tournament of the Throne? Oh, the audacity of you. That's rich! A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of as king?
No, thank
The idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of great age, one with years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to... Hardly it matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give you the eulogy at your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too.
Hey!
So, you sure you can handle that? We can't be held liable if you get yourself killed. Might as well. You're an odd one, alright? Either that or you're just green. Head to Materia, you can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Woo! 100,000 Remy, let's go!
Let's call it.
Hulkenberg is probably gonna have an aneurysm.
No registration issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements.
Uh-oh.
How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
Yeah, don't get too happy about
You
that.
can speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifix and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case,
we're taking a mission where...
Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
That's not good. I don't think she's gonna be very happy with that one.
Let's rest.
You should probably rest for today.
Fancy a bit of info?
Alright, you got any stuff for me? No, you don't.
What in the blazes?
Ugh, can't get through a single day without a drink. We've all been dealt a shite hand in life. In other parts of town, they can't shut up about Luis or the king, so let me ask you, even if a proper, upstanding bloke takes the crown, is that gonna fill my empty pockets? No way in hell, I say. People all got their ideas about what the country ought to be like, but at the end of the day, they'll never remember outcasts like us.
Hey!
I asked Fabian for a map of materia, and she gave me the one from Gria's personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details. Fabian continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals.
Hello.
I decided I'm heading to Brillhaven. It's much too boring to just spend my days at the inn. I'm going to see that so-called expedition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. You'll do well to see the world too someday. Yeah, we're all traveling.
Now then.
Preparations seem to be proceeding without issues, well, apart from one massive overturn uncertainty. Now, never mind. Forget my mutterings. Just please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will certainly miss you dearly, so please come back to say hello, even if you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Ooh.
Well met, eh?
Hey, you'll be staying at this inn for some time. I really like to, but haha, so you like it here too. Then you're one of us. Well, whatever it is that you end up going, be sure to come see Maria and Fabian again. Not that it was really my concern, but those two seem to like you a lot. Oh, what a nice guy. Damn you! Haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something is wrong. I gotta see Maria. Where is she at? Let's go in the back. Can we go in the back? No? Okay.
What?
I mean, can't do anything since you won't let me.
Can I come in?
Want to read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now, you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stung them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two? So, it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, it's not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Oh boy.
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, blue and white. Faraway sky so clear.
I hope this isn't going to get my video copy struck. So I think I'm gonna talk over the song for a bit. So yeah, how's you guys doing? Everything's doing well? I don't know. Maybe I'm not talking loud enough to go over this song. So yeah, I'm sorry. If you're gonna look at the song, I guess you gotta look at it on your own time or something else. You know, I don't know what to say. You know, I'm just saying. How much fun I bet that's going to be a new archetype.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond.
Sure.
This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctists have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
That is true.
What cowardice, Friar! Where's Count Louise?
That's going nasty.
Right, all right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Oh, is that jerkface?
So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Okay, Luis. We gotta have. I have some questions about your people you signed, because the last guy was wearing some weird purple dress looking thing. This guy is looking at some great purple dress thing.
By conquest, by right, it's Rudolf Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
What the hell?
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Yay, no one cares. Watch us beat everyone's ass.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Keep your head held high.
The ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! How'd you behave?
Landrunner? It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for them! It'll crash!
What the heck is that?
So much for a first impression.
What now? Isn't he a marvel, chums?
You don't! Bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
Feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
he's like, oh, well, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go, prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin.
We must take to the road.
Come on! So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
It's incredible!
We finally got out of Grand Track. I end up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this part of the mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take that compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for our little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Materia, Old Castletown, I think. Should be a way south. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I have 3 stops to get there, I guess.
This place here.
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Materia, here it is. Down to Materia, eh? On this craft's legs, oh, I'd say that'll be about 4 days, 3 nights.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good! Now cinch those britches, chaps! Full steam ahead to Old Materia Castletown. And I said all that wrong, we're gonna do it again. To Materia Old Castletown! I want to stop the video, but we're stuck in a lot of cutscenes.
I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
He's nerding
You're
out.
telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Fuck! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
How can I not say it's amazing?
Head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. We're 2 ladies. The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Why are you upset by that? We're going back in time, boys. Can the cutscene stop so I can stop the video?
Neurus, are you there? I'm coming in.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the video here, and we're gonna pick up right from here. Okay. All right. Because it's been about an hour already, so we're moving on. Okay. Well, next video.